Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Start here in 2 minutes. Questions, tickers, throw in the comment box. If you're new here, I do my futures and spot report, my swing trade report, and I answer your questions. We put tickers and comments in there. So if you're new here, welcome. What's up, YouTube? So guys, I'm broadcasting on Instagram. You get a little bit narrower charts. On YouTube, you get the full chart. At Student Alpha, if you want to follow me on YouTube to get a better view of the charts. Also, I have exclusive content over at YouTube that I don't put out on Instagram. Any thoughts on Coinbase? I'll look at it here in a minute when I get to it. Coin is probably dropping with Bitcoin. All metals are up, but we're going to talk about it. What's up, Derek? We're on YouTube. All right, guys, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, good morning. Happy 3rd of February. What is this, a Tuesday? Start losing track of time. We'll get into my report. Questions, tickers, slow them down. I'll get to in a second. We're still in a partial government shutdown. Dang it, excuse me. 10 a.m. we have job openings numbers. Oh, nice. Great time for my video to stop. Let me fix it. How you like that, guys? Let me fix my video. I know you can still hear me. There we go. Get rid of my background. Awesome. All right. So, welcome to my trading war room. Okay, so let's see here. Bring a couple things back up I had to switch out of. See, that's why I sold NVIDIA. NVIDIA sucks. I have their latest, greatest chips, and it sucks. All right. Anyhow. So what we have up here, guys, is the S&P 500 ES MES. The markets love the recent news of Kevin Warsh being going to be installed soon. So we have open price 7,000, high day 7,027, low day 7,001, resistance at high day SPX 7,015, and then 7,085. So we got to watch how SPX opens because we've passed the diamond of resistance here. And we're playing with it, but we want to see what SPX opens because it will also hit resistance at these same numbers. That's SP 500, if you're wondering. But technically SPX. So a long bias above 7,005. The next buy read, guys, is a confirmed cross above that VWAP, and I want momentum on our side with our proprietary matrix system. Russell 2000 RTY M2K small cap. We had a really nice run in the January effect, and it's lifting a little bit here in February off that news. So, open price 26.44, high day 26.62. Low day was open price. Resistance at high day 26.85. Support low day in 25.80. The bias is long. Above that white line, we're looking for longs. Actually, this right here was a beautiful setup. Occurred 2 hours ago. EMA cross, VWAP cross above bias, momentum. That called all these points. That is a beautiful setup. If you buy my indicator and throw it on your charts, it will actually tell you that. I don't have it up right now on here because I am the indicator right now. So next buy level is probably right there. So there you go, Russell 2000 NQ. If you have questions or tickers, welcome. Throw them in the comment box. I'll get to them in a second. I'm trying to get faster with the report so I have more time to answer your questions. We are in the mean reversion box, and we're flirting with it with ES. We're in it in NQ, and we're just below it in RTY. What does that mean? That means come to my war room and learn how to trade to it and then with it, right? We're launching that indicator any day now. We're just working out a couple bugs, and Harsh, my administrator, is dealing with some family health issues. So we were scheduled to launch the indicator Monday, but I told him he needed to take care of his family. That is more important than you guys getting an indicator. So soon, be patient. All right. So NQ open price 25.80 or 76, high a day 26,027, low a day 25,870. So kind of at the bottom of this box. Long above 25,900. The key level is 26,000 here, that it's just below. We can short coming out of this box. I'm going to talk about it in my war room. Actually, that right there would have been a good short. There's your confirmation on the 5 minutes, and then your further confirmation on the VWAP, and then you have momentum. That's a good short, probably for 70 points, and at the most, probably bottom of the box. We're long biased, like I said, above 25,900. The daily is long. I'll be helping my guys trade this in the war room. Come join me, guys. If you wait till next week to join my war room, you're going to pay more. I've said it. You need to join this week to lock in your price. Especially if you guys have been following me for a while and that are sitting on the fence. Don't pay more money next week like everybody else is going to. All right, let's talk about metals, guys. Gold, open price, $46.91, high day $49.79, low day was open price, making a full daily candle. Resistance at high day 5,000, and then also we have to watch XAU approaching 5,000, and that point spread is 26 points. So I think the resistance is here today. I think it's going to struggle after this sharp rebound, guys. See that? Declining volume on the sell side. We have to see how this daily candle. We need volume to pick up and sweep this volume out and then maintain its level. But honestly, what I think is happening right now is we're going to get this retest to another key level and then maybe a reattempt. I don't see it really breaking without a catalyst 5,000 the first time. I'll be taking a small short position at 5,000. Talk about it in my war room. Get there. All right. Next long setup is off that VWAP. Next short setup's at 5,000. All right. Remember, for XAU numbers, if you're a spot trader, subtract 26. Silver, for you absolutely suicidal guys that want to trade silver. That's weird. Huh. My levels disappeared. Okay, so anyway, silver. We're in backwardation. You have to add 12 cents to these numbers on spot. What that means is demand on spot is extremely high. Yeah, look at blown candies comment in there. It pays for itself very easily. We took one trade yesterday. It took us 45 minutes. And it paid most people. And a lot of us just took break-even exits. That's how it works. Anyway, open price 79.33, high day 89.10. Lower day was open price. Resistance at high day 90 and then 99. Yes, it moves that much. Support at lower day in 75. The bias is long above 84.61. Right, so the bias is just right below that VWAP. Yeah, I think it runs up here to 90 to 91 and then hits that same resistance that I was talking about, and before it kind of retraces a little bit and has to make a decision. I love when this shit glitches on me. All right, we're not in the mood. We're not in the mood, Trading View. I'm about to get to your questions. Put them down there, guys. Platinum, open price 21.26, high day 22.74. Lower day 21.06, resistance high day in 2300, support at lower day in 2100, the bias long above 21.85. The bias line on my charts is the white line, sell lines are red, buy lines are green, gold lines are the VWAP. If I put purple lines in there, they're anchored VWAPs. I explain all this when you come in my war room. I have videos that you can watch that help get you up to speed. The 911 oscillators are inconsequential. VIX is at buying 16. All right, swing trades, guys. Tesla's at 426. Google is up at 349. BBAI is down. It found support at that lower level I talked about. It didn't trigger my buy order. Had a buy order at 475. Look at this. Had a buy order at that gold line. and it's up. It's fine. My stop loss is $3.99. This is severe discounts on it. My dollar cost average is $5.50, so I'm drawing down a little bit, but there's my stop loss on this long-term trade. Actually, quantum is down. When the rest of the market's running, quantum is down. QBTS is at 21.35, so it's back up from its drop to like was it 19? Bitcoin, fat lady singing, is 78.1. Ethereum is 2308. Be interesting if MicroStrategy gets a margin call at 70,000 because they're going to have to sell. If you want to learn how to do this, guys, I offer money back guarantee on my course. I offer a free Discord where you can take these questions that I don't get to, where I'll answer. But guys, join my VIP before next week. You'll get a 7-day free trial and you'll lock in your price. Let's look at your questions. Let's look at your question. I think silver hits resistance and pulls back again. I'm not saying silver, or I'm not saying the metals pull back hard enough to take out the drop, but we're gonna retrace, and then it's got to stabilize to go back up. Right? All right. Let's look at questions in here. And if I don't get to your question, guys, that's what my free Discord's for. Links in the bio. You can go there. I'll ask. We had a question about coin. Coin will follow Bitcoin. People getting out of Bitcoin means they're getting pulling their money out of the brokerage. Right? So I haven't done this one in a while. Give me a second. So we're going to anchor this all-time high right here. So the white line you see on my screen is the IPO price, and it's below that. So you got significant resistance up here, and it's price searching right now. So what you got to do is you have to look at historical price. So right here, this thing's heading down to probably this area. 125 to 155. I mean, that was fast, right? So actually a little lower than that. Let's get kind of there. 125 to 145 is where it's headed to stay out of its way. All right. If you own it, you should have a stop loss at it. I think crypto's done for now. Did you see all the information in the Epstein files about Epstein's connection to Bitcoin? It's a U.S. government psyop. That's why I don't own any. All right. Other questions you guys have for the community? Welcome, guys. QBTS is a buy. Let's see. I don't think so. Yeah. Well, let me look. Yeah. QBTS D-Wave. Actually, it just touched my buy zone. Yep, so it tapped into my buy zone. I like it in this green zone. It tapped it at 19 and it's back up. So yeah, I think you could start sizing in here. Do your own due diligence. This is not financial advice. Your risk is your risk. But I already own it. So my stop loss is that red line. But I think there's going to be a lot of support within this wick where you could begin to size in and then look for the turn and run it back up to that red box on a short swing through the red box on a long-term play. And my stop loss is 1837 to 1850. So any entrance in there, I would have a tight stop loss, because if this breaks, we head to this area. Again, do your own research. Good questions, guys. Talked about my indicator. It's going to be released. So if you come to my war room, you get to see the matrix right on my charts. So that's your free access. We will be selling it to put on your charts that you can watch it all day. I know. It's a sellable product. Took a lot for me to develop that. It's the capitalist in me, right? I'm not giving the stuff in my head away for free. Thanks for the endorsement, Blown Candy, on the War Room. All right, guys. Mir Volinsky's with us. Very good macro expert, guys. He sees silver falling back to 71. I think it's, like I said, guys, let me bring silver up. So, I love when that does that. We're going to hit resistance here coming in real soon, kind of this 90 to 91. Okay, so this is a strong bounce, but it could be further down. And one thing that you want to do here, if you're learning TA, is you're going to use a Fibonacci retracement on this. And we look at where 50% exists. 50% exists, that's 382, which is the inverse of the golden ratio. At almost $91 is going to provide resistance. And then upwards, half the move of this drop is 96. So we could see this bounce here or here for a further turn down. It will have strong support here before it breaks through, but we may have a continuation down, right? So this may be a short-lived bounce. Guys, CME raised margin requirements again. They're pushing retailers out. They raised my margin requirements another 20%. They want to crush retailers so retailers can't create a short squeeze. It's ugly. Yes. Will gold now retrace back to 4,000? I don't know, but today's resistance in gold's 5,000. I'm going to take a small short position there. NQ above 26,000 today. Yeah, right now NQ is showing support there. So if you look at NQ, so I would trade that daily VWAP, which is 25,968. The problem is you're in this mean reversion box. There's buys that exist in it, but this is a lot of sticky resistance, right? So you'd run a tight stop loss. As an example, if you bought, the cross of this VWAP, we'll call it right here. You can put if it does if it does this on a smaller time frame, you can buy and put your stop loss right below the swing low. That signal itself should pay about 70 points. Remember, guys, I trade on the smallest time frames, my specialty, 1 and 5 minutes, but the practicality across all time frames is equal. I just trade the smaller time frames. What's the level for on Silver Boss? Yeah, I've got strong support at 71. If we lose 71, we're going to see 67. That's kind of what I'm seeing in the charts. So you're down to 68, right in there. I mean, $1 to silver is nothing. So if I say 67, you say 68, we're probably both really close. Let's see. Will silver touch 100 before it touches 65? It's a good question. I'm not sure. There's a lot of overhead resistance. I mean, 99 through 101, we've called that level multiple times. It's going to be tough. I think it's going to be tougher to see 100 first, but I don't know that it sees 65 before 100. All right. All right, guys. I think I got all the questions. Let me check YouTube real quick. All right, guys. I'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Good luck today. Go kick some butt.